But I don't want that you
shoot.
not move it. Because
What
I
if it's
prefer that you look only your feet, and after you can do movie, but not here.
Oh, I'm not gonna look at the video camera.
Yes, but no movie.
What if it's the last movie I ever make?
It's okay.
Where are we?
I'm making a phone call.
She's making a phone call. We're in, getting closer to Dover, trying to catch a ferry. We still have enough time, but you never know. We just got to the village of La Tour in the Alps. That's where Peak Powder is located, and it seems that they will be guiding us.
Hopefully we'll find somewhere to stay tonight as well. Usually it's Michal up here. Okay, so on the menu tonight is carbonara. So we're just preparing for our first hike in the Alps. We're going to do an 8-hour trek up to a little peak called Le Buet, which is just over 2,500 meters. So it'll be interesting to hike, you know, first time for a long time with our packs. I think we're going to put about half of our full pack weight on.
We're starting at 1,400 meters above the sea level, and we can already see a helicopter rescuing someone from the side of the mountain. Just put our crampons on, so and new boots, so everything feels different. I hope we're not gonna get any blisters, because that's going to make it really hard for us to actually go up Mont Blanc if we're gonna get blisters today. There's some clouds coming. They don't look very friendly, but hopefully they'll disappear soon, so let's go. So the first day, it's not a great success. It started to rain. We put our waterproof gear on, but we heard the thunder really close to us, so we had to return.
And it's actually good to know that you can get down a lot quicker than you can go up.
We're back in the woods, but we don't know if we're on the right track. We're at Aiguille Midi. You can see Mont Blanc from here. It's only 1,000 meters above us, yet it looks like quite a hike.
I don't feel the altitude so much yet, because we haven't really been walking much, just up a little bit of stairs.
And you feel fine just walking up?
Yeah, I feel fine. It's kind of, I don't know, it's good to be up here and actually see it and kind of get to know a little bit of the terrain.
little bit of training in the high altitude, up and down, up and down.
It's not going to be easy at all.
Came to the middle station and we're heading down to Chamonix. There's a menu if anyone's interested, and I guess this is our route.
Choose your
Route.
view. I feel like a giraffe. First injury, thankfully not a major one. Blisters, but they haven't actually blistered yet. So, just trying to keep my feet in good shape.
Rain jackets on.
We were attempting to climb Gran Paradiso. Peak powder wouldn't guide us to Mont Blanc unless we had scaled a 4,000 meter peak previously. So this was our training and our first big test.
We're in Villeneuve on the Italian side of the Alps, just about to go and do some crampon training. We met Benji, our guide, and that's it.
We started 1 hour ago and we have 1 hour to go to Refuge, and we'll be in perfect timing, I think. We have perfect tempo, so it's cool, nice weather. So yes, I think that we will have 2 beautiful days, I'm sure. Go check in and we will eat something, drink something.
Sounds good.
Tranquilo.
So realistic. And there's a Spider-Man over there.
We were the first group to leave the refuge and made it to the summit at sunrise. But our joy didn't last for long. On the way down, we found out that the weather was going to change in the next few days, and our attempt to climb Mont Blanc was in jeopardy.
So as they predicted, it is raining. It's what's today? Saturday. It's 3 o'clock and it just started to rain. It looks like it's going to be nasty for a while. And that's why we're not going to the refuge tomorrow morning. It was good to get good night's sleep in the proper bed, dry everything. It has been a crazy storm last night, like fireworks display. So our ascent's been moved for a day. That means we have an extra day of rest. I lost five euros somewhere, and it doesn't happen to me. My pockets are not organized unless I thought that this was my pocket, but I think we'll be okay. I still have 20.
I like your glasses.
Oh, thanks.
It's not just the helicopters that make
We're watching Mountain Rescue, Alpine Mountain Rescue video, part 3, which I don't know if that's the best idea. People falling down crevices and
Well,
they're
I think it's good to have a fear.
healthy fear.
Not to freak out, but to remember that at any time, if you put a foot wrong, you can be in danger.
So I just have to eat dry food. Still delicious. Saucisson, fromage,
2 types of fromage.
2 types of fromage, tomato,
And
pain,
one more thing.
mostarda.
Mostarda.
Thing I need to open.
Very spicy. Mustard. Do you call mustard spicy or what do you call it? Strong.
I just call it mustard. Very nice. It's almost 6. 1st of August. And we're supposed to go to the Gouter hut today. The weather is not looking great. It looks like this. It's just white. Great.
Before 7 a.m, we were at the tram station, ready for the first departure. The tram was built over 100 years ago, and originally the engineers hoped it would go all the way to the top. But the snow, altitude and rockfalls got the better of them. We met Victor, our new guide, who would lead us to the refuge that afternoon, and the next morning we would attempt to reach the summit.
It's a lot of rocks here. It's clearing up and we can see the refuge. And we can just hear a helicopter that sounds like it's been perhaps picking someone up from the Gouter hut. I can feel my left calf, unfortunately. So I have to stretch it later today. Take some anti-inflammatories for my left foot. So I guess my left side is a little bit weaker this year.
And we take this way to go in Aiguille du Gouter.
So you mentioned that maybe we'll have to try to go today because the weather is gonna change.
Yes, we will see in the refuge. We will ask for the weather tomorrow morning, and we will see if you are tired or not. If you are not tired, we can eat and rest 1 hour, and after go on the top, and we can sleep after in the Refuge du Gouter.
Because
But
from
if you are tired, and if they say that the weather is okay tomorrow morning, we will rest on the Refuge.
because from the refuge, how many hours do we have to the top?
4 hours.
4 hours, and then 2 hours coming down back to the refuge.
Yes.
So another 6 hours,
Yes.
and we have about 2 more hours to the refuge from
No,
here.
Yes. Yes.
2 more.
I feel good actually. I haven't been too tired, so if we have to go to the top today, well, we'll see in a few hours, but I think my legs would make it, so it's good to not feel too tired. I think 2 days of rest was really helpful. Yeah. It's time to get on the snow.
For the past couple of days, I felt a strange feeling that I haven't felt in a long time. that anxiety before competition. And I haven't competed in triple jump for more than 10 years now. And it was very strange. So we're at the infamous Couloir, yeah.
There's not much ice today.
Which is either a good thing or a bad thing, we don't know. Hold on. No. We're on the fall. Coming. The rocks are falling. Could be a song. A lot of bit like Garco. Okay. No filming on the rocks. Apparently I need both hands, both feet, both eyes, and my mind on those rocks.
Okay.
Change of plans, as we expected. We're leaving Gouter hut, the refuge. It's 3:22, and I still didn't learn how to tie the knots, but luckily we have Victor.
Like this you have the neck on the movie. You can learn.
This, and follow the rope.
You follow the rope. And after with the rope.
Perfect. So it's 1st of August. That was the original plan to summit today, this morning, but
Just 12 hours later.
it's 12 hours later, yeah. Cross your fingers, trzymaj kciuki, and
Yes.
let's go, let's do it.
We were very apprehensive. It's odd not knowing what you're stepping out into. But we were together. Victor did not let us rest, even for a second, until we had reached a crest, which was over an hour and 20 minutes away from the hut. I could tell he was nervous about our pace. We were both struggling. Each step was a battle, each breath not satisfying enough. There was one exposed face, the first with the extreme wind that I had never experienced up until then, and my legs were stumbling, lungs pleading, and I thought that I wasn't going to make it. I didn't possess the strength of mind to force myself up the mountain. Victor was pulling on the rope, yanking my hips onwards and forcing my feet to catch me with his mantra, "On ne s'arrête pas, allez, allez." And somehow the terrain flattened enough for us to catch our breath and take a sip of water and muster a little more courage. Step after step after step. Pain and anger and fear, but also fear that we might be told at any point that we were too slow. Every time the ground flattened slightly was a miracle. Just the chance to stand still and take a breather would have been worth paying millions for. But Victor drove us on. When we could see the top, it was almost too much. It was beautifully proud, imposing, but just so impossibly far. And it never seemed to get any closer. Each hard-earned step felt in vain. But then it seemed that we might actually do it.
Just came down from the summit, highest in Western Europe, and I have to say it was quite emotional for me.
Me too.
And I think we have to dedicate it to the ICM and all the children that we're trying to fundraise for. Our families, the ones that are with us and not anymore. I can't say that we didn't have doubts.
I mean, there was one point where Victor was basically pulling me up and I was stumbling and couldn't breathe properly, and then I thought, I don't know if I'm going to make it, because we still had probably an hour to go. And but if it's like this 4 or 5 times more, I'm not going to make it. So I think getting to the top was just... It's proud. I was very proud. Surprised, actually.
It was my best Mont Blanc in the summer. It was nice sunshine, little wind.
We slept okay, but in the middle of the night a lot of people got up to go and climb Mont Blanc, so at between 2 and 3 there was a huge kerfuffle as everyone was getting ready to go. But I'm glad that we just have to go down today and not up.
But there's still...
I mean, it's still a decent...
walk in the park.
It's that huge, long, technical rock section, so we'll be clipped in. I think we'll have to just go slowly and hopefully get down safe and then see where our adventures take us next.